gonna be doing like thumbnailing with what's it called? Like 3D models and stuff. And then doing like some sketches of things. And then whatever I need to adjust, I'll probably do it off camera. If you want to capture your browser but the website won't let you for some reason, that's one way. Yeah, I mean the SketchUp app is not a browser, it's like what's it called? Just a regular window. Where's the girl? Where's she at? Oh, there she is. She's sitting down here. Yeah, weird coding for sure. Have some assets. Generic. BRB for 12 minutes. I'm watching Silk Song News. Oh snap! Got the Silk Song News. No problemo. Probably need some new bodies for those characters. That's right. You can use some pizza. I should buy you some pizza. But I already bought me some pizza. You should have told me. If you had told me before that, I would have sent it to your nearest Domino's. Or until the next person buys me pizza. Wow, you sound very sound kind of sporadic. You don't sound very much like you're being serious. I know I have a desk somewhere, one of these assets. Hmm. Let me go to 3D materials then. I think it might be there. I have so much downloaded stuff. My computer or my iPad's like, you are running out of space. You need to release me. I'm like, oh, sorry. My bad. Where are you? There we go. Here, let me... Can I flip it? No, I can't. How about this? We buy each other pizza like every other paycheck. But what if I don't want pizza? That's the thing. If that's the case, then I'm getting pizza? Or no, you're getting pizza? What am I getting? What's in it for me? Maybe it's not just pizza, you know? Okay, I can swing with Chinese. I think Chinese is definitely a nice offering every now and then. It's definitely not something I can eat too often because I will be stuffed. Ooh, I do crave hamburger. I do crave hamburgers quite frequently, or just sandwiches in general. I feel like that's just kind of the perfect meal. It's just boom, concise. See, you can't make up your mind. I think you're just hungry. I think that's the thing. You just want food and you're like, you need to get yourself something to eat, man. But I can't blame you, because that's why I got food and was late to stream. Been subsisting on peanut butter sandwiches since noon. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Put some chopped banana. Oh, okay. Here's what'll fill you up. Maybe make 2 of these. But get yourself your bread for your sandwich. Get yourself what's it called? Your peanut butter, of course. Find a banana, chop up your banana, just spread it across the peanut butter top, give yourself a sprinkle of cinnamon. That is top tier sandwich. And if you're feeling fancy, put some butter on the bread, put it on the pan, let it sizzle a little bit, get a nice little, what's it called? Sear, get a nice sear. Oh, yeah, honey. Oh, see? And like, most people have those items in your kitchen already. Maybe not the bananas. I don't remember the last time I had a banana, but... Oh no, yeah, I ran out of the banana and the honey. Darn. Let's see. Panel 2. See, next best thing is a full-on pizza. Yeah, I think you might as well just settle on pizza. I will say, I did end up getting the pizza delivered, which I I wish I didn't have to. Okay, getting food delivered is peak lazy. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a, I've just had a long week. I did so much, I just want to come home and rot. That is like, I'm ordering pizza and getting it delivered. There is a Papa John's like down the street from where I'm at, and that would definitely be lazy. If I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna order the pizza delivered when I can literally just get in my car. I'd probably get it quicker too, because I don't know about these delivery drivers. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can go and come back quicker. Unless, and this is a big maybe, if anybody knows the logistics of this, unless it's like an Uber where you go, yes, and it's cheaper. You're absolutely right. Unless they have like 3 pizzas and then they go and deliver all 3 pizzas. That's the only thing I can think of. I know that Uber and DoorDash people do that. It's never just your food item that they are, you know, coming to grab up and take to you. So that is a bit of the issue. And like you said, Adam, it is cheaper at the end of the day to, you know, just go get it yourself. I mean, that's not really putting a dent in your gas money either, I don't think, but yeah, no, I was trying to kind of veg out and chill before starting the stream, so I think for me, I was like, I'm just gonna get it brought to me. Cause yeah, they'll have like both items started at $6.99. Why am I spending $20 on my total meal? after all the fees and whatnot. But it makes sense. It's just how things work now, I guess. Oh no, my thing went off. Ugh. Where is ya? There you go. Ooh, right. Well, actually, it doesn't show too bright over there. The Chinese place near me has good food, but it's $18 for it. But if I Uber it, it goes up to $26. There's lots of food that just bumps up in price the second you go get it yourself. I mean, order it, have it delivered. Yeah. I think it's kind of wild when the quarantine was happening. That was like when all of the delivery apps, they had to make their money back. I guess Uber drivers and fast food and restaurant workers, they were kind of ordained with the essential worker emblem. And I remember, I don't remember what app exactly, but one of these apps did a forego of delivery fees. Like I said, I don't remember which one, but that was like a saving grace for sure. It might have been Uber Eats, but it was like kind of a free trial, so you can try it for X amount of time. I say that to say I feel kind of spoiled by that, because eventually, you know, let me put on some music. But yeah, I was like, this was great while it lasted. I saw full benefits of this business model, but then the moment I had to start paying again, I was like, dang. Because here's the thing, it's not like, I'm wondering, and like I said, I'm ignorant to this, the tip obviously goes to the driver, or should go to the driver. Then also, where does the, what is it called? Where then does the delivery fee go to? And I'm guessing it's a split between maybe the driver and also the establishments. Like I said, I don't know these things for certain. Is this? Okay, yeah, that's the one. So anyway. But yeah, I was like, oh man, this is great. I have friends who live in a bigger city, that they use delivery apps. And I think you get your money back when you live in a city. Like if you live in like, you know, Atlanta, New York, LA, like those types of areas, I feel like getting that like membership is probably worth it. But in a place like where I'm living, it is not worth it. This is a completely car city, not a walkable city. It's just you might as well drive like maybe the most 20 minutes to pick up your food. But yeah. He back. Lark, what is the delivery app what is the delivery app landscape where you are located? Is that a thing? Is it not? I'm very curious. We were just talking about delivery apps, and realistically, for me, I did order my pizza delivered, but in other situations, I probably would just go pick it up myself. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything in terms of like Uber Eats or DoorDash, if it is or isn't prominent there where you are. It may not even be a thing. Dude, make something! Adam, if you don't eat right now, you better get yourself something to eat. You can watch the stream on your phone. I would think, at least. There's a thing here, but I don't use them because we have a village cook. I don't think I'm going outside though. Hold on, let me get a commercial. Sent it to you in Discord. Okay, we'll watch that towards the end. I don't condone distracted driving. Shae, that's dangerous. Oh, sorry. No, there's this person I watch, and they'll be like on their podcast, and they're like, listen, I need you to do this right now. Take your hands off the wheel, full force on the gas. And it's just like a funny joke she makes. It's like, obviously she does not mean that you should be irresponsible with your driving. It's just funny whenever she basically implies that something is so important that you need to listen to her about it. Oops. Gothic. How's it going? Is that an ID check? Yeah. It's a, what is it called? Like a little security, beep. Some of the props, obviously are gonna change, but, I'm just using, like, little references at the moment. Yes, we are thumbnailing next episode. And all that fun stuff. And I've got like my script on my computer screen that I'm like going through panel numbers and looking at my actions and stuff. I wonder if there's an elevator door. There probably is a 3D model for it. Does anybody know how to reload their Clippy? So on Clip Studio Asset Store, you have basically kind of in-game currency, I guess. But anyway. And so basically you use like real money to like pay for their currency and then use that currency to then buy like anything from that entire library. And sometimes I'll see, I'm like completely out of Clippy and gold. So I like will see something really cool and I'm like, I can't get it. I don't have enough. But I know you can refill both of them, but one of them, I don't remember which, is really hard to reload. But regardless, it's a silly problem to have. Okay, this is something I'm gonna draw. just because I need to visualize how this is gonna look. Okay, so there's the elevator. So this is like, this panel is where somebody's like splitting in half. It's kind of hard to describe, I guess, but I'm trying to think of how it can look. Yeah, I don't know quite what the effect is gonna look like, but I think that's an option. Other option is like maybe the less like obvious route, because what happens in this is that one person, I know, right? I love them. One option is that because one person goes into the elevator and then two people come out. Or no, because they have to be in the elevator for the scene. Never mind. That would be cool though. That is a cool effect. One person goes in and then two people come out. Where did the other person come from? But okay, I think I'll just do another option is I just show their feet, which is like the less obvious. I'm just talking out loud. So it's like, might need to be a more closer up shot. Maybe like that. Oh, here, let me use these to depict it. Actually, I can do it by myself. Like almost like it hurts. Yeah, I don't know. That's one other way to describe it. This is gonna look really weird before it looks normal. Why are you doing that? There we go. Come on, come on. And then if I hide this leg, where you don't even see it, and then like a cool like over here. I have to play around with it. It's not, I see something in my mind, but it's not producing. So, it's okay. hand down. Hey Apollo, how's it going? What is up? Are you not streaming? I was like, wait a minute. No, that happened to me last week. I finished streaming. I went to YouTube and I was like, oh, Pantheon isn't streaming. My bad. Oh, see, it's 8 o'clock where I'm at. That's was the East Coast time. So you're a different time zone. I gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, hello. I'm just doing some thumbnailing. CST. Gotcha. Adam, did you get food? You better have gotten food. I can't have you over here making crazy bargains on an empty stomach. Let's see more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fight in the chat. I'm just sitting in my room. I'll cook more rice and eggs because I'm a cheap fella. I mean, listen, and I hate that I keep bringing up stuff that you probably don't have in your kitchen. But listen, put some spam in a pan. Spam in a pan. Hook up some rice. Put some soy sauce. Chef's kiss. It's broke girl. Is broke girl dinner, but it is practically, with a few more ingredients, like considered a gourmet dish. See. Don't make me transform. I've got Boom Prism make on lock. Shae done lived that life, that struggle. Listen, a lot of things that are considered, you know, gourmet or considered high class now used to be food for poor people. No, spam is something that is a frequented item. That's, what's it called? That is a common Pacific Islander food item. So I remember having spam, eggs, and rice for breakfast. Whippersnapper, what the heck? What are these words? Okay, this is 9. see. What are your thoughts on super likes? Oh my gosh. I think I'm very curious to see how it goes. Because, okay, so for those who are not aware, obviously WEBTOON is a webcomic platform that a large amount of people use, myself included. They introduced something called super likes, where once you hit 500 subscribers, you can start monetizing certain areas. So, long story not short, it's basically like, I guess Patreon, but without Patreon and on the app. The best thing I can think of is like, once you hit 500 subscribers on YouTube and a certain amount of watch hours, that's when you're allowed to start monetizing. That's the only thing I can kind of equate it to. So I'm curious to know how people are going to start using it. I'm not quite there yet. My webcomic is just about to hit the 200 subscriber mark. So I won't, well, hopefully we'll see. I'm going to try my best to get there. Yeah, YouTube memberships is kind of like what it seems like. Oh yeah, so anyway, with super likes, you know how if you go onto a webcomic, you can heart that episode. With the super likes, you can donate, you know, different tiers, and like your like can have monetary value connected to it, which goes to the creator. I saw something that said, I guess 75% goes to the creator. So that's the thing. There's two things that I didn't know before getting into these areas. Is one, you have to hit a certain amount before the money gets given to you. So for example, I think Twitch, it's like if you get that month $100 or more in like donations, in all of the above, that's when that money is released to you. So the question is, for my research, it's more like 50%. Yeah, so it's donations. So 50%, for example, is kinda, yeah, Lark. You're pretty, and that's the thing. That's kind of, these things equate to different. They're across different platforms, but are called different things. So if it's 50%, I would be making more with a Patreon, maybe. I don't quite know too much about that, but that's interesting. 50%? Yeah, you're basically tipping. I'd like to see it in action. I will say, so back to what I was gonna say. So whenever you get into these areas where you start trying to get monetization, it's like how much you have to reach before you can even see the money, and then how much is basically the storefront going to give you, you know? So like, for example, you have to pay Etsy. They get their take because you are using them as a storefront. Just like with YouTube or WEBTOON or Twitch, you cannot or are not creating your own streaming app, you're not creating your own WEBTOON app, etc. So by them providing that service, then they take a cut. And it's just a built-in business structure, whatever. I just find that interesting that it's 50%. I guess they're confident that the value of webtoons reach that they're... Oh, hold on. I lost it. Okay, it says, I guess they're confident with the value of the webtoon reach that they've decided to charge as much as 50%. So it's 30 to the service you buy through, 30 to the webtoons, and then you're at 49. Oh wow, interesting. You know, your last video stream talking about the IP stuff, it definitely is an interesting thing, hearing more about the super likes and how much you get in the end, I almost feel like that gives validity to the speculation and allegations of their contracts. Because it's giving same. It's kind of giving same. So I don't know, that's interesting because I don't even think other platforms like Patreon or Gumroad, I don't even think they're that bad. Like, I want to say you get, actually, here's an example. And you know what? Gumroad is a sleeper hit. I don't feel like enough people give Gumroad credit. I think mostly because they're a digital platform for digital goods, but they don't have the same like social media platform aspect that Patreon has. But when I sold my character creation workbook, every person who bought that from me, I got 100% of the cut. Now, I don't know if that changes over time with how much stuff you put on there, but my payout was quick. My payout in the end, I can't quite do the math, but it was like about under $20 was my official payout for the digital booklet that I was selling. So, interesting. The legalese, when you read it in the beginning, makes it seem like it's 70%, but that's not 100% transparent. By the way, I'm sure, Apollo, you're going to talk more about it in your live stream on YouTube. I remember my first YouTube ad revenue payout. Ooh, must be nice. No, I'm climbing. I gotta get my, I'm good at the subscriber count. I just need to get my, what's it called? I just need to get my watch time over time. Yeah, that's very interesting. A whopping $10. Yes. That's right, baby. Oh, hello, baby. Yeah, I remember there was one Twitch stream. It feels so long ago, but that Twitch stream yielded the biggest results. That was a really good month. My payout hit above $100, and I got paid from Twitch. So I can say I got paid from Twitch before. Yeah. It's hard out here. I just feel like so going back to WEBTOON, I feel like how the process works, you're thinking like, okay, this is for WEBTOON Canvas. Canvas are the independent creators. Granted, everybody's independent, but sometimes you've got originals that have full productions. 9 times out of 10, you have at tops 3 people working on a WEBTOON canvas. Most of the time it's one person. And this is just, I guess, my ideology for the whole platform of WEBTOON. I just feel like you might want to throw the WEBTOON canvas creators a bone. Because you're not sounding... Now, granted, Patreon has their controversy. I have heard that, I don't know, there's this one creator who said that they weren't very happy with Patreon lately. I don't know the reason why. She didn't go into detail yet. But, you know, Patreon has their own issues. But I just commonly see, you know, if you're a webcomic creator, Patreon being your, you know, your partner when it comes down to getting monetization. And then you can set the price yourself, too. I don't know if super likes are a fixed amount of money, or if you can maybe customize. It almost feels like they're looping in Ko-fi. I don't know if you guys remember Ko-fi. Ko-fi is a good platform too. I want to do my research to try and decide between Ko-fi and Patreon, because I know that they have a lot of similarities and a lot of people. I feel like more people swear by Ko-fi than they do Patreon, but that's just my observation. Let's see. Patreon is too time sensitive. Ko-fi just links to your PayPal. Apollo says, I heard Ko-fi doesn't take a large percentage. Like I heard there are 100% profit to creators, but I can't understand that. Ko-fi also has an option for you to do Patreon-like subscriptions. Yes, I do remember. I still have my Ko-fi account, and I logged in and everything had changed. Everything looks so different, which isn't a bad thing, but yeah, to your credit, it does feel more Patreon-like now, which requires some additional setup, but I prefer it over Patreons. Other options you can probably take is Pixiv Fanbox. I think the other issue with some of these platforms typically is that you'll have the popular ones, which kind of control and kind of become for lack of a better word, a monopoly. So it's like, and this is completely objective based. So for example, WEBTOON is by popularity the top tier, the top dog. They kind of have a control on the market, and because they have control over the market, they have more eyes on them in terms of the WEBTOON, the vertical scrolling platform to go to. So I think that's the part that a lot of us creators have to think about too. It's like, okay, how can I get discovered according to like a search result? And if you type in, space Ultima, the top Google search is probably going to be WEBTOON versus maybe other smaller platforms. It's just kind of like not really a monopoly. WEBTOON just provides the biggest and widest cast net service. I think the word monopoly, I don't mean necessarily, because monopoly means a different thing. I do understand that. I think that it's like you said, capitalizing on the market. They have eyes on them. Hello, new here. Found you through YouTube when searching for webtoon making. Oh my god, hello, first time chatter. Pew, 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 pew. Hello, Egyptian Iris. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Super cool to have a crossover of views of people. How is it? How's it going? Yeah, I'm just yapping. I got a good amount done. I've been thumbnailing my next episode, while also getting wrapped into obviously some really good chatter. So, but yes, hello. Are you just starting when it comes to Webtoon, or have you been doing it and kind of just looking for some new stuff? Yo, City's starting to reach out. Heck yeah, I'm trying. See, a monopoly is a business characterized by a lack of competition within a market where there are no similar substitutes for the product. Monopolies can dictate price changes and create barriers for competitors to enter the marketplace. So I guess it doesn't, like we mentioned, WEBTOON definitely doesn't really qualify as that because there are other competitors, and their competitors are keeping up. Like, you know, Tapas. I'm not gonna lie, for me, and I might just be one person, but I also feel like I have not been too aware. I think Apollo had a poll question that was like, what apps for webcomics do you pay attention to? And I'm not gonna lie, for me, I want to say my very first introduction into WEBTOON was Lore Olympus. A friend of mine suggested it to me, and I found that on the app, and I just kept reading and discovering other stuff. I haven't used Tapas until just this year, because I discovered a physical copy of a manga, and I bought it and I was reading it. I had caught up. The next issue didn't release until like this month. Granted, I've already finished the series, but I was like, well, I really want to finish the series, so I'm gonna start reading it on the app, and then that's when I started actually using Tapas. But yeah, it's all interesting. I think that when I do reach, I do want to do my research, and who knows, super likes may transform a little bit after their tweaks over time, but I do feel like I want to see how other people use it, and once I reach that mile marker, then I may want to use it myself based off of that information. I think I'll say this in just a moment. Says, just chilling right now, caught up my shows, and yes, new to it. I have a better understanding for the writing aspect since going to school for it, but just looking into info, trying to learn visuals and planning panels, storyboarding, but I may start small by doing mini comics with my OCs, or like fan art and OC coupling. That's cool. But still need to learn and practice anatomy as well. Also love Lore Olympus and Let's Play. That was the first ones. Yeah, I think that's everybody's like, that's a very common pipeline through the webcomic sphere. But yeah, I think that for me, I think it's interesting because when apps and websites make things easy for you, that does kind of help you gravitate towards it. So I think about, like, you know, with Patreon, going back to that example, you know, you have to set it up. You're not making a website, but you're making a landing page in general. But with the super likes, they have integrated it into the platform, into the features of that app. So that kind of easy access, the less stuff you have to do, the better, the less hoops you have to walk through, the better. So I don't know, maybe that would entice some people to start using it, because if it's a person who's never created a Patreon, thinks, oh, super likes, tipping, that's super cool, all I have to do is, you know, tap on some buttons in the app and then I'm all set up. Great. Versus the other method. So I don't know. It's all very interesting. My first webcomic was Bong Cheong Dong Ghost. That sounds interesting. Let's see here. Okay, where am I? I'm like looking at my script and let's see. Oh, actually, let me open server room. There we go. Okay. We'll do it. Let me change this real quick. Sent it to on Discord. Nice. Watch your videos about your webtoon process. How has it been working on how has working on it been since? So it's been really good. I have kind of a like a pipeline, a workflow, and as of right now I'm pretty much doing just that. I think that my goal, and this is kind of a little bit of behind the scenes look. You wanna say hi? You missed your mommy? Oh. Boy. But yeah, I think that what I'm gonna start testing out doing shorter scenes. Like, so maybe not doing like, actually tell a lie, my first webcomic was Bob and George. I'm gonna start maybe trying to do more like shorter spurts from my episodes. That way I can do them a little bit more frequently. Because I realize my aim for like episodes has been like 60 panels, which I like, but I feel almost like if I try to approach it with like 30 panels per episode, I can like actually kind of like produce the comic a little quicker. So we'll see. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I do. Okay, so here's why. Okay, so I didn't think that this was going to be the reaction. Okay, so before I did the webcomic, I was doing some research, and somebody, I don't remember where, posted that like the recommended panel length depending on the genre. And my genre was like, you know, adventure sci-fi. You know, now more so it's like, you know, sci-fi romance adventure. But they said that it was like 60. It must have been on Reddit. Right? Oh, dang it, Reddit! Darn you, you got me again. But basically, it was like recommended length like 60 panels for something like that. So that's been my goal, and now I'm realizing that it's not sustainable, because not only because of that, I'm taking longer to do my panels, and then they're not coming out as maybe quickly as I want them to. So I'm whittling it down to 30 so I can maybe try and be a little bit more consistent, have them out with a little bit more frequency. So sometimes Reddit gives gold and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, I was like doing 60 panels. I'm like, do you have a buffer between your episodes? Yeah, so I just released I released a mini episode. Next week I should have episode 9 coming out. And I try to have like a week or 2 weeks between releases. And then there's gonna be episode 10. And then I'm actually... Oh, no, actually, it's episode 9, mini episode, and then episode 10. I'm only leveraging mini episodes when I have a mini episode that feels like necessary, or for fun, of course. But yeah, so I know that I'm trying to like kind of be pumping some out so that way I can like maybe have a month where I just take a breather. But that's my biggest advice. I would say, I would 100% say have like almost, and you know, I probably would have been able to do it If I wasn't trying to make 60 panels per webtoon, I probably could have drawn in like a matter of like 3 months. I probably could have put together like 10 episodes, but let's see. Oh, I meant doing 10 full episodes before posting. Oh, right. To give yourself time and a bit of breathing room. You know, in a perfect world, no, I'm kidding. No, I completely agree. What I'm thinking about doing, there's gonna come a point where I might have like a season break type thing, and that's probably the time I'm gonna utilize to draw a little bit more and have a pretty good buffer. But right now, I am kind of doing month to month, which hasn't been too bad. It's just bad if like you have a lot of stuff going on in that month, or life is just like crazy. But yes, what you mentioned, like a 10 episode, having those just ready to release, totally a good idea, and something I do hope I can do for myself for future releases. What are you doing, buddy? You're just a big baby. Okay, time to go down. Boy. Oh. All right. Whatever works for you is the best, of course. I was just curious. I know there are some who have buffers and some who don't. I think my time was definitely spent writing. I think that's where my buffer is at. Now that I think about it, yeah. So like as of right now, if I go into my documents folder, right now I have, so this right here is episode 10. I have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I have up until around episode 19 or more already written. With, you know, of course, minor tweaks, because I think right now I'm like in the process of doing some revisions to those episodes, and then taking into consideration that I'm now cutting my length in half just because, you know, 60 panels an episode is not sustainable. But yeah, so that being said, I think what I did was just make sure that I wrote as much as possible before starting. So, but yeah. Let's see. I know your arm must be hurting during all those panels. Just thinking about the idea of it makes my arm hurt. Well, hey, you guys have empowered me. Because at first I was thinking, I was like, oh, is that too short? But I think it's interesting because there are people who come to your comic at different times. Like, I know some people, for example, like, they have my comic bookmarked and they want to, like, kind of binge it in, like, a nice burst. Other people do end up reading it week to week once they're, like, caught up. For me, I think what'll happen, I'll see, like, an episode or a webtoon that has, like, 10 episodes. 10 episodes is, like, 5 to 10 is a good amount for me to feel like, oh, I should jump into this. And then I take a look at it, and then I kind of wait until a few more, like maybe like 3 or 5 more episodes come out. But of course, I am one person. So that's the other issue. It's like, let somebody find it at whatever point in their journey that they find it, and, hope that they like it and keep up and stuff. Because I think initially my fear is, like, I want to have a good chunk of an episode, especially if somebody's reading it week to week. But I don't think about that type of stuff personally, so I'm almost like, oh, it's fine. It doesn't need to be a whole lot. It just needs to give the reader something. I think that's kind of what I'm discovering now too. To go. I'll talk to you next week. Absolutely. And I'll try to stop in on the stream to hear more about your chatter. Super exciting. Thank you for coming into the stream, follow. Let's see here. What time is it? Oh, speaking of, I think it's probably time I'm wrapping up my squeam. Let's see. And then this one is your first webcomic. Is that the scary one? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oops. I opened the wrong tab. No! You over here trying to scare me. Hold on. Let me see. I opened Discord by accident. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Wait, so here, let me just go through. Oh, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm so surprised I didn't recognize this by name. Turn up volume when reading for immersive experience. And so it's basically just like a very interesting, like, you know what's interesting? I know this is like, I'm bouncing all over with my train of thought. You know what's interesting? Scary comics, like scary webtoons. I don't think I read enough of them. But yeah, this is an oldie but a goodie. Although I can't hear the audio. But I would say definitely read at your own discretion. It is called this, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it. This is based on true eyewitness accounts. But yeah, I remember this one. I think that a lot of people on Webtoon has come across, like, how many. Also, that's pretty cool that you can add music to a webcomic. Yeah, Chiller, various artists. Is this a Webtoon original? It's completed. It's got 28 plus mil. That's a lot of people. Cool. Let's see. What's the kill count? Right. It's pretty high. I mean, it's rated like 9+ stars. Yeah, I feel like a horror comic in a webtoon platform is probably an experience because, like, you know, you're scrolling and it's kind of like if you come across something on your feed that like terrifies you or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just yapping. But yeah, so anyway, wonderful train of thought. I'm gonna go ahead and call it in stream. I do have to wake up early. I have to wake up early on a Saturday. So probably gonna get cozy and eat some more pizza, then probably call it a night. Like, actually go to bed on time. Well, on time and early are kind of the same thing for me, but yes, I missed the stream because of food. It's okay. You were here for most of it, Adam. Alright, thanks for the stream. Absolutely. As of right now, I'm gonna be back next week. Hopefully I'll be able to actually like do some drawing. Taking today, tomorrow, and this weekend to do thumbnailing and then get right into it. And we're not doing 30, or was it? We're not doing 60 panels anymore. We'll see how that works out, but I'm optimistic. But anyway, I hope that everybody has a good weekend and a good rest of your evening. Hang out, have fun, all that other good stuff. And I'll see you next week. Bye. See you later.